Sorrel Weed House. I don't mind saying I do have a lovely home, even though its entire foundation rests on a Revolutionary War graveyard. We've had a lot of distinguished visitors, though. General Robert E. Lee himself was once a welcome guest, and later on that Sherman fella came to stay on as well. But despite its rich history and illustrious grandeur, it is alas now known as a haunted house, and I, who was once the queen of Savannah society, have been relegated to the position of ghost of the Sorrel Weed House. But I was not the first Mrs. Sorrel. No, darlings, that fell onto my sister Lucinda, who was married to a very prosperous businessman here in Savannah. But the poor thing caught the yellow fever, and I, being the unmarried sister at the time, came to stay on and take care of the children. And eventually of a husband, Francis, as well. Now, Francis was of mixed race, but he could pass for Savannah society. However, Haitian culture does stipulate that if you deny your blood, you are forever cursed. And I suppose that man's curse was to lose every single woman he loved to a tragic death. And I do wish he would have shared that information with me before we got married, but I digress. Y'all, I was known as a gracious and extravagant hostess, and at my right-hand side was always my servant Molly, whose key attention to detail helped me to gain the position of being the leading socialite of the city. And while we treated Molly as almost one of the family, she had her very own bedroom on top of our carriage house. You can see it over yonder in my garden. But true to the curse, I came to meet my fateful end one afternoon before a rather important function. You see, I was going over the pre-party inspections when I noticed Molly had left out some details. Well, I searched high and low for her, and when I found her in the throes of passion with my husband. I was heartbroken. I was humiliated. Oh, but more than anything, I was furious. And in my haste to get revenge on my husband and cause him shame, I ran screaming through the house and all the way up the stairs. And then, with all the bravado I could muster, I threw myself off the third-story balcony, landing right in the middle of my buffet, ending the social event of the season before it even began. Now, perhaps I was a bit hasty. But sometime later, Molly herself was found hanging by the neck of the carriage house. And generally, when someone is found that way, it is rather quite obvious how they got there. But in her case, sometimes folks still say they hear screaming at night. So perhaps Molly's death was a little more complicated than it first appeared. However, if you do want to learn more about my home, its history, and the ghosts of the Sorrel Weed House, just hop on the Savannah Ghost Trolley. It'll let you experience the elegance of my home firsthand and form your own opinions. We even offer daily tours if you're chicken to go at night. And since I am destined, it seems, to be the mistress of this house for all eternity, I certainly will be awaiting y'all's arrival. And as for Molly, well, I'm sure she'll be hanging around as well. Y'all enjoy the rest of your tour and welcome to Savannah. Bye-bye, sugar.